All right, it's crunch time here on The Jump. Kelly Oubre, who has graduated to the Tsunami Poppy, if you look at his Instagram. Dropped 30 last night in a win over the Hawks. Ooh. But not so great in his last game, scoring only a single point versus the Lakers. So which version of Kelly Oubre do you buy, Kendrick?
He's a player.
Okay.
He's a player. I think Washington dropped the ball by letting him go. This guy is, he could flat out play, and we all have off nights, but what he's been doing for the Phoenix Suns consistently this season, I applaud him. I like the kid a lot, and the best thing happened for him and Devin Booker and the Suns once again.
You know, he's only in Phoenix because they traded for the wrong Brooks.
I was.
And so
that whole trade. I mean, think about all the pieces of that trade too. Ariza was involved in that one also, and we know the background of why all of those moves were made. All right, let's look at the Lakers because they announced that Avery Bradley has a hairline fracture in his lower right leg. Our news editor Jeremy Bailey sent around a visual of what this looks like, and it does not look good. It's like right below the kneecap. He was injured during a collision with DeJounte Murray a while ago, actually, November 3rd. He's been playing through it, but the x-rays were negative. Then they finally gave him another MRI, and they were like, there it is. It's a little hairline fracture. Is that a setback for the Lakers?
Yeah, they don't have extra wing players. And so it's November. It's not a big deal. But they are spending the season sort of searching the market for another wing player. They can't afford to lose these guys. Now I think it'll be okay, but they need health for this team.
Well, it's time for KCP to step up.
Well,
he get his opportunity.
That's not a lie.
We'll
he
see.
get his chance.
Now, Perk, if you had tweeted that about KCP, it would be in the next segment. But since you didn't, this next segment will feature other things. Because Perk, very known now for his Twitter presence every time he stops by, we have to play a round of our newest game invented just for him, Retweet or Delete. We will show Perk some of his hottest recent takes, and he will tell us, does he regret them? Should he delete them? Or does he stand by them, retweet? All right, I want to start with Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni. Perk, you were very critical of D'Antoni's coaching style. You think he gets too much credit. Here is the tweet. At what point do we give D'Antoni credit for being a bad coach? He literally gets credit for getting up a bunch of bad shots at an up-tempo pace and excused bad defense. Perk, are you retweeting or deleting this one?
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm retweeting for the simple fact that this system hasn't won a championship. So as sooner or later, you have to change what you're doing. And it's not working. It hasn't worked. Yes, it gets you regular season wins or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't win you championships. It didn't do it when he was in Phoenix. He didn't have success when he was with the Lakers. He didn't have success when he was with the Knicks. I mean, he's having, regular season success because he got James Harden, but no, I'm not. I'm sticking with this.
Man.
Perk.
I got it, right? Brian and I are calling you on this one.
That's fine.
He is not a bad coach.
Just because you haven't won a championship does not make you a bad coach.
What makes him a good coach?
He invented a whole offense.
He did not invent that offense, Rachel.
He put in principles that changed the way the game is played.
Steve Nash said it. He did not invent that offense. He stole it from Steve Nash.
Steve Nash said, I believe you were telling us a story during the break that Steve Nash said on a podcast you were listening to that D'Antoni had watched him play pickup and said, I want to take advantage of some of the things you can do.
He was talking about points per possession before anybody else was. I mean, he was an innovator.
Perk, it appears you're not a fan of Kyle's shot selection. Here was your tweet as you were watching the Lakers recently. Quote, Kuzma is too thirsty for a bucket. Just let the game come to you, young fella. My God. Perk, are you tweeting or retweeting or deleting?
I'm retweeting. The only reason I'm saying this is that I love what Kyle Kuzma doing. Obviously, he's going to be the X factor. But, in this system, you're playing with two great basketball players in Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and also you playing now with Rajon Rondo. Your baskets are going to come easy. You don't have to force anything. You're going to get wide open shots. These guys are going to put you in position to be successful. Just relax, young fella, calm down, and everything will work out. And he did that, and then in the last two games, he's been successful.
It's going to take Kuz a little bit of time to figure out where he fits.
Wait, wasn't that the game that he came back from injury?
Yeah, he's going to take some time to figure it out.
You're trying to force it a little bit, right? When you come back from injury, you're trying to get your shots up. The guys were encouraging him to get shots up.
No, they wasn't.
I'm going to give him.
They was not.
They were encouraging him at the end of the game. There's a video of that. I'm going to cut him some slack. I am. I want to see how he does. I thought it was a good return. We'll see. LeBron was giving him encouragement. LeBron also giving Carmelo Anthony encouragement. Okay, this at the buzzer. Let's listen.
He belongs in this league, and I'm happy the Blazers gave him an opportunity. And I think he's going to make the most of it. But we see what happens. And I'm just happy that he's back in the league and there's been an opportunity. When we had our injuries, I was hoping he was going to be a part of here, and it didn't happen for whatever reason. So, but I'm happy that he has an opportunity to go back and play the game that he loves to play and do it at this level.
All right, not a surprise, the Banana Boat supports Carmelo Anthony, but you support Carmelo Anthony too with this Blazers team.
Absolutely, and I think he's going to do a great job. Like I said, I think this is the Dwight Howard for the Lakers team that's coming for the Portland Trail
A week from
Blazers.
now, I want to talk about Carmelo as a success story, but I'm afraid.
Oh, by the way, you better watch the Lakers game because LeBron looked focused. I know he's going to go at Luke Walton tonight.
Interesting. See ya. Happy Friday. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.